Sumaya from the UK.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullah.
So I've got a follow-up question. Yesterday you said what I did was wrong and the ghusl was invalid. So I repeated the ghusl, but the day I was repeating was on the 17th day. So I had like one day past 15 day that obviously I was sure that I was pure, but because I haven't checked since the day I took the ghusl, which was like 8th day.
Make them up. Make them up. Make the prayers of that day, okay? Suham from the US.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaykum assalam.
So, I have a question. Like, it might be my OCD, but just to be safe, I'm asking. So, in here, like in where I live in, some food might contain pork and whatnot. So I might Google it. I know it was wrong because the basic ruling is you shouldn't doubt something because it's generally halal. But I still did it in the past because I was ignorant. But what I found was some websites might say this is not permissible, but they don't give the reason why. They don't have evidence for it. They just say it generally might contain this, but they don't have an evidence for it. So what happens is that product, the company that makes it, it also makes other products. So I have a confusion. It might have contamination and whatnot when they make it in the factory. So what should I do now?
Who's telling you that it is not permissible to eat a particular product? Are these the halal haram apps?
Yeah, but they don't give an evidence to why.
No, you don't listen to them. If they don't give any proof and you don't have any reason to doubt it, and when you buy the product from the company itself, it says that it does not contain any pork or lard, and the ingredients show that it's only beef or mutton or chicken, then there's no problem. You can consume it because you are in a Christian country. Abdullah from Indonesia.
Assalamualaikum, Sheikh.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullah.
I have a question about making dua during sujud. I was wondering if someone doesn't know Arabic and wants to supplicate in sujud, can they do it in their own language? And if yes, should they utter it or just moving their lips or just in their heart?
This is an issue of dispute. Some scholars say we must not use anything that is not Arabic in the salat. But the most authentic opinion is that when you pray to Allah Azza wa Jal, it is a must that you say all the adhkar of the ritual in Arabic. Allahu Akbar, Al-Fatiha, Surah of the Quran, Subhana Rabbi al-Azim in Ruku', Sami Allahu liman hamidah, Rabbana wa lakal hamd, Subhana Rabbi al-A'la in Sujood, Rabbi ghfirli, the salutation, At-Tashahhud. All of this is done in Arabic, not a single word translated. Now, if I want to make a dua, I want to invoke and supplicate to Allah Azza wa Jal during sujood or before concluding the salat, before the salam and after the salutation. The Prophet said, you should do a lot of dua because Allah will answer you. So, I don't know how to do dua in Arabic. I'd like Allah Azza wa Jal to make me pass tomorrow's exam with flying colors. I'd like Allah Azza wa Jal to help me pay my debts or cure my ill uncle and the likes, but I don't know how to do it in Arabic. The most authentic opinion is that you can say the dua in your own native language, in Bahasa. There's no problem. Must I move my lips or can I just scan it in my head without moving my lips and tongue? No. If you want your dua to be answered, you have to move your lips and tongue and articulate that, and Allah knows best. Saad from India.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Sheikh, my question is related to one hadith where it say people will see on day of judgment, people will see Allah. Allah will come to them in form different from what they first saw. So does this mean people will see Allah two times in different forms? So which one is real, or Allah have two real forms?
This is way above your pay grade as a Muslim or even as a human being. You cannot encompass or understand how this universe is made. Yet you want to understand Allah's form, and this is not something that you ask about. The hadith is clear. The people would come on the day of judgment, Muslims and the hypocrites, the disbelievers, all those who used to worship other than Allah would be taken to hellfire, and they would not even pass the straight path, or sirat. And then Allah Azza wa Jal would come to them, not in His actual form, but He will come to them in a different form. How? This is something we don't have any knowledge of. And Allah Azza wa Jal would ask them, what are you waiting for? And they say, we are waiting for our Lord. And Allah would say, do you know your Lord? Can you describe Him? Have you seen Him before? They said, no. But He will identify Himself to us. Then Allah Azza wa Jal shows His shin, and every mu'min and mu'mina, every male and female believer would fall in prostration. The hypocrites will try to prostrate, but they won't be enabled to do so, and their back would turn into straight log or something like that. They won't be able to bend it, and they will be taken to hellfire. So this is what we know of the hadith. The actual way or time where people would see Allah Azza wa Jal truly is when they're admitted to Jannah. There, no one can see Allah Azza wa Jal other than the believers. And Allah would unveil His beautiful face to them, and this is the extra which Allah has promised لِلَّذِينَ أَحْسَنُوا الْحُسْنَى وَزِيَادَةً. This is the extra. To those who had done well, they will get well, or get something that is good and extra. This is the extra which they will enjoy watching and looking at Allah's beautiful face. And there is no heavenly reward more beautiful than this. People would come up with allegations that we have to compromise, we have to let go some of the old guard schools. So we have to let go of some of our beliefs and convictions. Time changes. And this is not true. Would you ever shake hands with someone who raped your sister or mother? Would you join forces? Would you sit with them on the same table with a big smile on your face, hugging them, kissing them, taking selfies? Of course not. You won't be a man. You won't have a spine, let alone be a Muslim, if you do such a thing. Nowadays, people are doing worse. We've seen Muslims, so-called, quote unquote, giving condolences to the Israelis whenever an Israeli or two are killed, regardless if this is a terrorist attack or not. Regardless how you look at it, when you give your condolences to the enemy who occupied your land, who kicked your Muslim fellow and raped your sisters and mothers, and nobody dared to say a word, nobody gave their condolences for what they had done, the crimes they had done.